And welcome into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. I'm John, coming at you tonight with Cam. We're getting ready for week 2 of the NFL season, week 2 of the fantasy football season as well. Cam, I'm in one fantasy league, and I got crushed this week. How did you do?
Well, I lost 3 of the 5, so it's not looking great. But it's week 1. It's okay.
It's week 1, exactly. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 votes in the poll so far. Let's while we wait for some people to hop in, let's recap week 1. I can't. There we go. Nope, that's not the one I want. Let's see here. Remove, add to stage. There we go. All right. Last week, we in our Thursday live stream, we all picked Detroit to win, so we're all 1-0 there. But yeah, we'll see how Kansas City does. They're coming back. Jones is finally back under contract, so we'll see. We'll see how the defense steps up. I have not heard anything about Kelsey yet. Do you know if he's still out?
I have not heard a single thing about him.
Let me look at my projections for week 2. Kelsey, I have projected second right now, but we'll have to keep an eye on his injury status. But then some of the other games. Oh, got some comments coming in already. Hey, Cameron is here. What's up, Cameron? Cameron's usually hanging out during our Mets stream.
He's got a good name.
But no surprise here. Atlanta beat Carolina. It was close for a little bit, but then Atlanta pulled away. So, Cam, if there's any games when I'm going through, if you just want to jump in and make any comments, let me know. No surprise here. Unfortunately, we get the J.K. Dobbins injury. But Baltimore, no surprise, beating Houston 25-9.
It wasn't pretty by any means, but they got it done.
Yep. Agreed. This is a surprise here. Not the surprise that Cleveland won at home, but how they won. 24-3. Total surprise. Hey, Thomas is in the chat. Thomas, are you going to jump on screen with us? Kelsey himself said he thinks he will play in week 2 versus Jacksonville.
I figured he would.
Awesome. Brooks, I see your comment come in. We will get to those fantasy football start questions here in a little bit. But thank you so much, everybody, for hopping in. All right. I got to keep starring them so we can. Do you see the chat in StreamYard when it comes in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If I miss any, you see how some are starred?
Yeah, got you.
Just put a star in, and it automatically puts them all together for me.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. Let's look. Jacksonville. This game was close for a while. It looked like we might get an upset, but unfortunately for the Colts, Jacksonville pulls ahead.
They look pretty good though. Like Anthony Richardson, he definitely was the best week 1 rookie quarterback by far.
So we have 7 votes in the poll so far. I asked, did you win your fantasy? Did your fantasy team week 1 out of the 7 votes? 71% said yes. 29% said no. So I am in that no category as well. So hoping for a rebound this week. Now on my Sunday stream, I did a Sunday stream from noon to 1 o'clock. I called this. This was my upset of the week. I picked Tampa Bay going into Minnesota. Now Tampa Bay wins the game, but not like I thought. I thought they'd be able to run the ball all over Minnesota, but they did not do that. But they did win. They did win the game. So I'll take half credit for calling the win here. But
yeah, Rachaad White, he looks very inefficient in this offense. Honestly, I had high hopes for him, but he was not really looking that good.
Let's welcome in the third member of our team here. Thomas, how are you?
Fine.
How did your fantasy teams do week 1?
Well, in 3 leagues, too many injuries.
Too many injuries.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah. So let's keep going here. A game that was close. I didn't think this game would be close. I thought the Saints would have won by a bigger margin here. But 16-15, I believe Tennessee only gets 5 field goals.
That's all it was, yeah.
A game that surprised me. I thought San Francisco would win in Pittsburgh, but not at this big of a margin. San Francisco is really good. A lot better than I don't want to say a lot better than I thought, but to go into Pittsburgh like that and completely dominate is a statement. All right, thanks for all the questions coming in. We will get to those in a second here. Washington beat Arizona, a game that was closer than I thought. Either Arizona's not as bad as we thought, or either Washington's a bigger dumpster fire than we thought as well. Or it could be a mixture of both.
I think it's definitely a mixture of both, for sure.
Definitely.
They both do not look good.
In another game that surprised me, Jordan Love is now the starting quarterback there in Green Bay, and they go into Chicago and completely beat up on the Bears, even without Christian Watson as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another game that surprised me, I thought Denver would win at home over a bad Raiders team, but the Raiders, Denver, doesn't matter who their coaching staff is, they can only score 16 points.
And Garoppolo, he just wins.
Yep.
He doesn't like put up the greatest stats, but man, he just wins. It's crazy.
Now, probably the game of week one, Miami goes into LA and beats the Chargers. Miami, if Tua is healthy, that's going to be the big question mark throughout the whole season. They can compete with anybody, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Did you guys have any fantasy players in this one? I did not.
I didn't.
Oh, well, I had Eckler, but that was it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I had Justin Herbert.
Mm.
It's the only one I had.
Then a game that was then closer than I thought. I thought Philadelphia would go in there and beat up on New England. Now, it was a little rainy. New England was definitely hyped up because Tom Brady being back in the building, so that helped as well. But Philadelphia comes away with the win.
They should have lost, honestly. That fourth down at the very end, I mean,
that was baloney.
Inches. If that cornerback saved that game, he pushed him out of bounds just at the right time.
Another game that surprised me: the Rams go up to Seattle and destroy the Seahawks.
Yeah, where the heck did Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua come from?
Who is Puka Nacua?
I remember Puka from when we were doing the draft and stuff, but like, dang.
Then the Sunday night game. I don't know. The Giants. What's funny is the Giants. I believe it was their first drive, right? They go right down. They get in the field goal territory. And Dallas blocks the field goal, and the game was over after that.
Mm-hmm.
It was the Giants weren't able to do anything the rest of the night. So
horrible game.
Then, unfortunately, we had this game on Monday night. 4 plays into the season, Aaron Rodgers is done for. But man, the Jets at halftime trailed 13-3. Come back. Buffalo gets the field goal to tie it in regulation, but then the Jets get the crazy punt return to win it in overtime. Now, I know a lot of people were disappointed with that, but the Jets getting that punt return touchdown, it was weird being a fan of winning a game like that because we lost a game like that last year against New England. Yep. But it was in regulation. But still, it's very, very crushing to lose a game like that. So, guys, all right. We got a whole bunch of questions coming in the chat, so let's get to them. Let's get into week 2. Hopefully you guys are ready. Hopefully you guys got your lineup set for the week as well. But let's start getting into some of the questions as they came in here. Brooke says, who do I start in a PPR? Alexander Madison, Jordan Addison, Mike Evans, or Christian Watson? Brooks, if you're still here, are you only getting one? Are you only getting one out of these? But just looking at it on the surface real quick, depending on who your other running backs is, I'd probably go Madison tonight against Philadelphia's defense. What do you guys think out of these 4 options?
I agree with Madison. I think the Eagles defense is missing a few guys, I believe. I think they're missing a cornerback. They're missing a safety. I know Nakobe Dean, their linebacker. Their linebackers are really weak. So if they can get past the D-line, they could probably run through it.
So let me just go over Brooks said yes. Okay. So only getting one out of that bunch.
Yeah, I would go with Madison for sure.
Madison.
All right. So, Brooks, thanks for the question. The next question that came in was from Adrian. Can you help me pick my lineup this coming week? Mind you, it's an 8-man. My strategy was to go for the hyped players. Here we go. Herbert, Burrow. Well, it's an 8-man league, and you got both of those guys. Eckler,
Joshua Kelly.
Kelly, Madison, Montgomery,
Shad.
I'd probably
Diggs,
not play him. Diggs, Amon-Ra, Jay,
Johnson.
Dotson, Olave, and JSN.
Maybe go Herbert for quarterback, I'd say. But who are the Bengals playing? I can't remember.
They are playing Baltimore.
Ooh.
Where Herbert's going up against Tennessee.
I'm going Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
2 running backs.
So definitely start Eckler.
I would say Eckler and Madison, I think, would be the best starts, honestly. Montgomery wouldn't be a bad start, but I feel like Gibbs is going to start getting a lot more snaps, so he's going to go a little bit down. Yeah, I would say those 2 running backs.
Then wide receivers. You got Diggs, Amon-Ra, Zay, Dotson, Olave, and JSN.
Wow.
Ooh.
I think Olave should be definitely one. I would say, honestly, Olave and Amon-Ra, and then if you flex Diggs.
Yeah, flex Diggs. I don't know what's up. I don't know. I do have Brown as the number 4 wide receiver this week and Diggs at number 5. But St. Brown going up against Seattle. Seattle right now
Didn't look good.
Did not look good at all. So, Adrian, thank you for the question. Let's keep going through these questions here. Would you trade St. Brown for Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb? Full PPR, and it's a redraft league. What's your other wide receivers and your other running backs look like?
Yeah, it just depends on who he has.
I probably would not trade St. Brown.
On the surface, no. But depending who you have, maybe.
Right. If you need help at running back and you have some other good wide receivers, I would go out of those 2 running backs. I go Chubb though. How about you guys?
If you had to, definitely Chubb.
Yeah,
probably Chubb.
So Blake, thanks for the question. Antonio says, start 2: Brees Hall, Kyron Williams, Cam Akers, Joshua Kelly, or DeAndre Swift in a PPR.
Well, definitely Brees Hall. He's shown he's back.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 100% got to be one of them. The second one's a little tricky though.
Williams, Akers, Kelly.
I don't think Swift would be in it.
No,
I don't know what the running back situation is because I know Gainwell's not playing tonight, but I don't know who's going to be the running back. There's like 3 other running backs within there, so I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Honestly, in my opinion, I'd go with probably Joshua Kelly. I don't like Kyron Williams and Cam Akers. I really don't like either one of them, honestly.
Here, let me see if I can find them. See where I have them projected.
I don't think Cam Akers. Yeah, I agree with Cam. Don't put Cam Akers in.
I got Williams projected at 10.2 points. Oh, they're going up against San Francisco. Let me see who Kelly's going up against. Tennessee, man, that's tough too. But man, maybe go Swift tonight.
I don't know. He didn't do anything he did nothing last week.
Yeah, that one's a tough one.
And Kelly has a good good share of snaps, and also Eckler's slightly injured, so he's probably gonna have less snaps. So I would personally do Joshua Kelly.
Oh, if Adrian said, let me show that here. If Eckler is out, would you recommend I just plug and play Kelly or start someone else? This is a bit dark thought, but sadly Eckler agent died this week, so he might go crazy this week. Well, I did not hear that. That stinks.
I didn't hear that at all.
I probably would, honestly. It's just it's a high-powered offense. If they go up ahead, they're going to be running the ball. It's a good chance they could go up ahead. It just depends on what their defense can do.
Let me get rid of these after I answer them. We did the St. Brown question. Swift or Najee in a PPR?
Maybe Najee?
I would go Najee now. We don't know Swift's role in this offense yet.
Mm-hmm.
I know Najee's he didn't do well at all, but he did play the 49ers. So
Right.
I don't think it can get a lot worse than that. I would definitely do Najee for sure.
But here's a great question from George saying Tua or Justin Fields.
Who does Miami play?
Miami's playing New England, and Fields is playing Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa Bay, even though they won that game,
Kirk threw for over 300 yards.
Yeah.
350, around 350 maybe, something like that.
So I don't want to go up against.
I like Tua.
Bet against Tua, but
I can't bet against him. He's that offense was nasty. If he stays healthy, that offense is gonna go off.
And in my projections, I have Tua at 21 points this week, and Fields I have at 20 points. So just only a 1 point difference.
I'm going Tua. I feel like
just because of the bigger upside. Yeah,
I'd probably the same thing. Even though I'm a Patriots fan, but I'd probably go Tua.
All right, let's see here. AS says need 3. Seems like Hopkins won't play. Najee, Pacheco, Swift, or Kelly, half-point PPR. Najee, Pacheco.
I would sit Swift.
I would sit Swift.
That's probably your best bet out of the 3. I'm not a big fan of all the players, but if you had to sit one, the one that makes the most sense to me would be Swift.
All right, let's keep going through the questions here. Oops. Jordan Addison, a lock to start this week?
I wouldn't know no more than a flex. I mean, I wouldn't mind putting him at the flex.
I would not have him at a wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 position.
Yeah. I like him as a start though. You have no other choice.
Start Ayuk or Devonta Smith this week.
Ooh.
Isn't San Francisco playing LA like the Rams? Can't remember who they're playing.
Yes, they're playing the Rams.
Yeah, they're playing the Rams. Yep.
Well, that's a tough one.
I mean, IU carved up the Steelers, but that's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh has a good defense.
The problem with San Francisco is going to be they have so many weapons. Which
True.
guy each week is it going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe Devonta Smith, maybe. They're going up against Minnesota, and their defense isn't the greatest.
No, and after 1 week, after the first week, Minnesota gave up the 8th most fantasy points to wide receivers. So, and their defense, I expect their defense to be bad this year.
I agree.
So, go Smith tonight.
Yeah.
Also, Tyson says Freiermuth or Laporta, PPR.
I see that Freiermuth is questionable. So if he's kind of questionable or unsure, I wouldn't hate Laporta at all as a start. I think he's honestly, you could argue either one of them because Freiermuth only had 1 catch.
Not counting in any injury concerns yet for the week. I have Laporta projected ahead of Freiermuth anyway.
Yeah.
Laporta at 11 points and Freiermuth only at 8. So,
because that Steelers offense did not look good at all. I know they played a tough defense, but it was very bad. So, I would go Laporta.
All right, let's keep coming through the questions here. Hey, Bernard is here. Hey, what's going on? Let's go Eagles. That's my wife's team. Remember, happy wife, happy life.
Yikes.
Tyson, real tough one. Real tough last one. PPR for my flex. Ayuk, Godwin, Pittman, or Williams.
Oh,
Man, that's a good problem to have, really.
It is a good problem, yeah. I don't think I would do Mike Williams personally. Honestly, you can make an argument for Pittman because Pittman looked pretty good with AR.
Let me
That is
see.
very tough.
Let's see where I have them projected at. What do we got? Ayuk.
maybe Godwin. I'd say Godwin, like on the
Ayuk?
surface.
Ayuk at 14.5 points this week. Godwin at 14 points this week. See, the problem is it's a good problem to have, but they're all going to be bunched up about the same as well in projections. Pittman at 13 points.
Williams is probably around there too.
Just under 14 points. So, but they're going up against Tennessee. The problem, no, Williams injury bug last year. So you know, that's the problem. If I have those four guys, I'm going Ayuk. If I had to pick one,
I think Ayuk would probably be the best option. You really can't go wrong with most of them, though.
No. Tebow says, "Who's my flex? Puka, Addison, Dotson, Demont, or Pierce?"
Wow.
Jeez.
Puka's very interesting because we don't know if he's going to replicate another 15 target game. It's not easy to do.
Let's see here.
I'm probably going Addison.
I don't. The problem is, and who's Washington playing again? We just looked at this before we went live.
Oh shoot. Denver.
Ooh.
Tough defense.
So I'm probably going Addison, like Cam said.
Damn.
Because they're going to have to throw the ball tonight to stay in this game.
See, with the running backs, I mean, Pierce, I don't expect him to do great.
Montgomery.
And then Montgomery, he's going to keep losing snaps to Gibbs.
Correct.
Because Gibbs looked really electric last week, and he's just going to get more and more snaps.
Adrian says, "Is Rashad and Madison too much for Kamara? I really want another stud running back to finalize my roster." Ooh, Cam, I'll let you take this one. I know you're big on Kamara, even though he's out the first 3 weeks.
See, the Rashad one doesn't really bother me. It's the Madison a little bit. Honestly, both of them, Rashad and Madison, they really don't have anybody behind them.
Right.
So they're going to get most of the volume. And Kamara, he's going to have Jamal Williams even when he comes back.
Who's going to get the goal line? Who's going to get the goal line carries?
Yeah. But Kamara, he's still going to do good regardless.
But Kamara's going to get more of the catches out of the backfield.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, man. Honestly, if I was you, I'd maybe wait a little bit. I don't think I would do that right now. I don't think it's worth it because who knows what he's going to do when he gets back. I feel like he's going to do good, but honestly, Madison might have a good year, and then Rashad might pick it up. It was only week 1, so.
All right, and the last one, trade Godwin for Debo.
I disagree. I don't like Debo at all in that offense. I think that, like you said, John, earlier, there's a lot of weapons and a lot of volume to go around.
I'd say keep Godwin.
Godwin's a PPR guy. If this is PPR, absolutely, because he's going to get you a decent amount of catches with some yards and maybe a touchdown.
Because the Bucs are playing the Bears this week, right? So.
That defense isn't as good as we thought it was going to be, even though they got all those pieces.
So I'd keep Godwin.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Yep, agreed. All right. Thanks for all the questions, everybody. Hey, Kason is here saying, "What's up, Kason?" how are you? Ron Duffney is here as well. Ron, how are you? I know. Ron's Yankees lost game 1 today. What was that? 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Did they start game 2 yet?
They won't until I think they did. Let me check.
They did. They're in the bottom of the first.
Oh,
1-0 without Bloom, boys. Let's go.
undefeated for that blue. Oh man. Hey, Butterfly is here. What's up, Butterfly? Great to see you as always. Hopefully you're doing well. Butterfly is a Houston Astros fan.
Ugh.
Butterfly, I cannot remember the football team though. I don't want to assume Dallas Cowboys,
I think he said he was a Cowboys fan.
but we will be doing Cam, we're doing that game on Sunday, right?
I should be able to. What time is it again?
In the EST, it's at 4:25 in the EST. That would be they take an hour off your time.
Yeah, just like the draft order. One off.
One off.
Right? Catching me, Kason. I know, but I've gained 4 subscribers during this stream, Kason, so better watch out.
Nice.
I'm gonna win.
Ron asking how we are. We're doing good, Ron. Getting ready for week 2 of the NFL season. Butterfly did say Cowboys, but I am a girl. Thomas said he.
Whoops.
Cowboys and Longhorns.
That's what you get for assuming, Thomas. Come on.
Sorry, Butterfly. The cat is not here. It's sitting on my dining room table taking a very long nap. So.
All right. While we wait for some more questions come in, guys, if you haven't, Wild Willie coming in with a question here in a second. Najee Harris, Pacheco, or Swift for running back 2?
I got Najee Harris.
I got Najee too as
Pacheco, there's 3 running backs.
I'd say Harris.
And then Swift, I would definitely
on Swift.
And Swift, yeah, we still don't know how Swift's fitting into this offense yet.
Yeah, imagine trading Swift and somebody else to get Justin Jefferson.
Last year. Butterfly says, "Tell your cat hi."
All right.
We can see if you look deeply into the background there behind Thomas, you can see all the Barbie dolls he's got lined up on the background there.
Camo and Barbie dolls, interesting.
No, behind this is a lot of hats. So, and mess.
A lot of Cowboys hats?
No, I need none of those.
It's really jet hats.
Oh no, that's even worse. I think I'd have a Cowboys hat more than a Jets hat. I gotta wear this hat. Though.
What's the blanket? What's that blanket up behind you, Thomas?
It's just a green blanket I found.
Blanket?
What's that hat you just put on?
It's a Cowboys hat.
Well, it's the wrong hat.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's the original Cowboys logo.
I don't care what it is. It's Thursday night.
Okay, and?
What's up? I'm just kidding, Cam. I'm just kidding, Cam.
You happy?
No. Denton says, do I start Alexander Madison or Jerry Jeudy full PPR?
Madison.
Yeah, Madison. Yep. Let me see. I don't even know where I have Jeudy projected this week. Because he's still banged up, right?
Jerry Jeudy?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, right now, Jerry Jeudy, I only have projected for 8 points this week. Where Madison, I have Madison at 14 points tonight against the Eagles. All right. Let's keep looking here while we wait for some more questions to come in. Oh, he's now active? You're thinking Jeudy personally, okay? Let's see. What's their matchup here?
Washington.
I'm still going. I would still go Madison at running back tonight. But I just thought Swift would get more touches with Gainwell out.
Yeah, there's other running backs.
There's other running backs, so we don't know how much of that workload he will get.
Yeah, there's what's his name that played for Seattle last year. Then we got Boston Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just never know.
Butterfly says that is crazy about Rodgers. So sad for him. What a bummer. Yes, it's a bummer. It's just 4 plays into the. See, I mean, it's a bummer no matter what time of the year it happens, but 4 plays into week 1.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah. So let's look. Thomas is still laughing over it. Look at him. He's all smiles.
Wow.
You're gonna bring that up till the end of time, aren't you?
No, because I know I joke about it because I know you weren't actually laughing at the injury.
Yeah.
That's why I still joke about it. If I thought you were laughing at the injury, I would really be mad.
No, I wasn't. Because I come from because my family, like especially my grandpa's a big time Lions fan, and so he does not like Aaron Rodgers, and he probably saw that game and he's just like, well, that sucks. Plus, I had Aaron Rodgers in my fantasy team as in my other league, so I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me on that. So that's why I just had to like laugh it off a little bit.
I saw somebody posted, it was either on Twitter or Facebook, going into Monday night, they were down by half a point and had Aaron Rodgers.
I saw that. I saw that on Twitter.
Horrible.
Needed 1 yard or 1 yard.
Kason says, dang, ESPN got 9-point Cowboys winning. Okay, they also had the Chiefs winning by what?
The matchup predictor had the Chiefs winning 66% against the Lions. I mean, everybody loves the Chiefs, so.
Well, we didn't last week. We all picked Detroit last week.
That is true.
I'm never happy when it comes to injuries for anyone. Yeah, I agree, Butterfly. At least the Jets came through. Yes, they did. Blake, we got Blake coming in with a question. Why is it not putting it up there?
It's up there.
I don't know. It's not.
It's showing for me.
I put it
there. It is. Now it's showing for me. I don't know if my stuff's glitching or what, but it says trade Waddle and Montgomery for Josh Jacobs.
Not
I would not trade Waddle. No. Nope.
Waddle's too good.
Waddle could be a top 15 receiver this year and be the wide receiver 2 on his team. That's how you can't get rid of him.
Correct.
And then Montgomery's still going to do good, even though he's with Gibbs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not worth it.
I'm still not sold on Josh Jacobs yet for this year.
He didn't do great week 1.
So we'll get into tonight's game, guys, but let's look at the rest of week 2 schedule. See what games you guys, besides your favorite teams, what games you're excited for this week. Green Bay and Atlanta. Battle of 2 teams that are 1-0 here. The Raiders and Buffalo. I assume Buffalo will bounce back after, but Josh Allen has become a turnover machine since Dayball has left for the Giants job.
I mean, all of his interceptions last week were just so idiotic. Just threw the ball downfield, just hoping for something.
Yep.
Horrible.
I mean, the one wasn't too bad. Well, the one was intercepted and he was down at the 4-yard line. I'm like, well, that's as good as a punt. It was 3rd down anyway. Mm-hmm. Good as a punt. And then the first handoff to Breece Hall, and he runs off an 80-yard. He ran off an 80-yard. It would have been a touchdown if Wilson would have blocked the defender.
Yeah, exactly.
An 80-yard run, and then it ends up in a field goal.
Yep. All right, let's keep going. This is going to be a tough one here. Baltimore and Cincinnati. Cincinnati could be 0-2 to start the year.
And you know how Joe Burrow plays against the Ravens? Throws for freaking 400 yards every single time, it feels like.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We'll see
I
this
remember
time.
the Bengals started 0-2 last year, and they made it to the AFC title game. So anything can happen for this year.
That is true.
Seattle and Detroit. Man.
This was a good game last year. Let's see if it'll be again this year.
Hey, RC is here. What's up, RC? RC's hoping for a Ravens win.
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire. Unfortunately, well, I don't want to say this. I was going to say, unfortunately, one of these teams have to win the game.
They can tie.
But exactly, remember last year, Cam, Sean was with us, and he called the Giants Commanders tie.
That was impressive. That was very impressive. I was like, wow. How do you call a tie like that?
We have a question. The Joker coming in, saying full PPR pick one. Madison, Tyler Algier, Raheem Mostert, and Khalil Herbert. I've narrowed it down to 2 right away. But what are you guys thinking? I'm thinking Madison and Herbert, but I'm going to double check my projections here.
I was thinking either Madison or, honestly, Algier looked pretty good.
Definitely Madison tonight.
Yeah, I would say Madison's the consensus guy.
Algier I have projected at 10.5 points. Let's see where Mostert is. Mostert at 12 points going up against New England. And Herbert at 11 points. So, yeah, go with Madison tonight. RC says, I want to see if the Bengals can make the AFC title game after they start 0-9.
If that happens, Zach Taylor's getting fired.
Yeah. RC says, give me the Colts in this one. I agree. I think the Colts will win this game as well.
They should, yeah.
Butterfly saying, welcome, everyone. Hit that like button to show your support. Yes, appreciate that, everybody. We got 8 people watching right now. Looks like we do have 8 likes on the stream as well. Oh, there it is. 2 more for 10. So if anybody else has got any fantasy questions, put them in the chat there. We will go up until about 8 o'clock here with the questions, and then we'll take a couple minute break and then start our live reaction stream of the Vikings and Eagles game. So let's see what's next on the lineup. Chiefs and Jags. Chiefs could be 0-2. What, Thomas, you're shaking your head. What's the matter?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I picked the Jags in my week 2 predictions.
Oh, I still gotta watch that video. You posted a week 2 predictions video, so I still gotta.
Yeah, I
gotta
predicted the Jags to win, but I said it was going to be a shootout victory for Jacksonville. So.
Yeah, Burrow, how embarrassing was that? Yeah, that whole team, not just Burrow, just that whole team. RC says Chiefs in a shootout. It's all going once again, it's going to be another week where it's all going to depend on Kelsey to me. If Kelsey's out again, Jacksonville wins this game. If Kelsey plays, it's going to be back and forth in a high-scoring shootout. Chicago and Tampa Bay. Well, the way that Chicago played last week, Tampa Bay could go to 2-0 on the year.
I was telling people, I don't think Tampa Bay is as bad as people say they are. I can see them going 2-0.
They have a really good defense. Both teams desperate in needs of a win here, so but I don't know. I don't know enough about Tennessee.
I cannot see the Chargers losing this game. If they do, that'd be very disappointing to me.
I think Justin Herbert's going to light up that Titans defense, that secondary.
RC saying the Chiefs 0-2. Nah. Hey. If they lose, they'll be 0-2. Bernard also says the Chiefs are not going 0-2. Trust them. Okay, guys, bet your houses on it.
They almost
Bernard
lost
said-
to the Jaguars last year. Didn't y'all remember that? They almost lost to them.
Mhm.
Wild Willie says, I got Jacksonville to win the AFC at a plus 1,000 and Atlanta Falcons at 1,700 to win the NFC
Oh God!
for my sleeper
Oh.
bets this year.
You're making a
My
lot of money
goodness.
on that.
I don't think the Falcons are going to win the NFC. Might win the division, but not the NFC.
The Bears lose badly, RC says. Butterfly getting to the most important topic of the night. I hear Kelsey and Taylor Swift might be an item.
I have not seen a single thing about it.
Oh, I saw that too. I'm like, poor guy. The Bears lose 23-10. Ooh, that could be. They could lose 23-10.
I can see it.
Oh, he meant 26-10. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. The Giants and Arizona. Now, I did not think the Giants were as good as a team as they were last year. I don't think they're as bad as the 40-0 loss either. But this is a must-win game for the Giants. They can't go into Arizona and lose this game.
Be crazy if they did.
San Francisco and LA. Don't know what to expect here. I did not expect the Rams to go up to Seattle. So no, I don't know how they fared last year going up against San Francisco.
This could be game of the week. I can see this
No,
would be it.
I know the 49ers are good against the Rams in the regular season. Or they won against them last year in LA. I can't remember by how much. It was a good game, though. It's like Christian McCaffrey's first game as a 49er.
Mm.
That's when McCaffrey threw the touchdown pass. So, we'll see.
Butterfly says they're going for the Jaguars. Butterfly also says go Arizona. RC says Giants won't lose this one 40-0. I got the Cardinals winning, though. Butterfly says my ex-student is on the Arizona team.
Pretty cool.
RC says San Fran wins. I put the house and car on it.
Deal. All right.
Is the game going over 48.5 points tonight?
I could see it. I think the
Ooh.
Eagles defense is a little banged up. Obviously, the Vikings defense is not that good.
Well, we have not gotten into our projections for tonight yet, but I will give mine. And right now, I'm saying no, because I think the Eagles will win tonight, 31-17, and putting you right at 48 points.
Wow, that's petty.
Wow.
Petty.
I mean, like Cam said, it could happen.
It could, but I don't. 48.5 is a lot.
Can Kirk Cousins throw 3 touchdowns? Is the question.
I mean, if Mac Jones can on the defense, why can't Kirk Cousins? I think Kirk Cousins is better than Mac Jones.
Right.
Is that too crazy to say?
Debatable.
Okay.
You knew I had to say.
I don't know, but it is a prime time game, right? We have to watch out.
Oh, wait. Kirk Cousins in prime time. Okay, it's not going 48.5.
Eagles will win. RC says Thomas knows that as a Vikings fan, I'm getting sick of their. Whoa. Easy with the language in the chat. This game's not going to be close. This might be the worst game of the week, Cam. What do you think?
Man, another 40-0 would be pretty nice, huh?
I can tell you right now, you're not winning this game 40-0.
Yeah, I could see it.
33-7.
Okay. 7 points in 2 weeks for my defense? Absolutely. I'll take that. Shoot.
Oh, I said the Rhino. I said, now I know exactly why you offered your whole team for the Dallas defense in a trade.
See? I'll do it.
You should.
RC says, I'll trade Kirk Cousins for a Butterfinger, and I hate Butterfingers.
Butterfingers are good.
Good news, it's been raining here in Austin.
Too bad it's not raining over here. It's hot as heck over here.
Bernard saying Eagles all the way. Let's go.
Boo! No bias. Sorry.
We got TS coming in saying Mostert, Puka, Addison, or Swift flex PPR.
Jordan Addison.
You only get to pick one. I'm going Addison as well.
Mm-hmm. Definitely not Swift. Mostert, I wouldn't trust him probably. And Puka,
I
highly doubt.
San Francisco.
I highly doubt he repeats it. But I don't know. Addison makes the most sense.
Then Ventro coming in. Would you trade Sutton and James Conner for Elijah Moore and Javonte Williams?
I wouldn't, honestly.
Ooh.
I think Sutton's a better receiver than Elijah Moore.
That is true.
And then, honestly, the difference between James Conner and Javonte Williams is not super big enough to where I'd do that. It's not a big enough difference.
Agree.
Agreed. We're up to 9 likes on the stream. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. We do appreciate that. We got 23 votes in the poll, guys. 61% said they won week 1 of fantasy, and 39% said no. Marcy says, Cowboys, man. Jets will keep it close, though. Jets could pull it out. Another punt return touchdown.
No, not against our special teams. Our special team's good. We got Bones as our coach.
Taylor says Madison, Gibbs, Swift, and Kelly choose 2 for running back slots.
Easiest
Definitely
question
Madison.
Nice.
Oh, go ahead. Madison's an easy one, but who's the second one?
Easiest question of the night: Madison and Gibbs. There you go.
Madison, Gibbs. Okay.
No other way to argue it.
Bernard saying, "Let's go Jets." Yep, Bernard will be hanging out with us on Sunday, Cam.
Watching the Jets lose.
Kane says Dotson, Gabe Davis, or Collins. Is Gabe Davis the most frustrating fantasy wide receiver there is?
Yes, he's extremely frustrating.
Yes.
He had that 40-point game for me last year, and then I traded him away. He didn't do jack crap the rest of the year. Personally, I'm going Nico Collins. I think that's Stroud's favorite target because I don't like Dotson's matchup against the Broncos, and then Gabe Davis, he's just going to let you down. He is.
Yep.
I think Nico Collins is sneaky good.
JT86 says Madison or Javonte Williams full PPR. I'm going Madison tonight.
Madison. Agreed.
Yes. Kane is saying yes. Ooh, here's another good one. Should I start Jordan Addison or Tyler Lockett?
Who's Seattle playing again?
Detroit.
Man, they're going to be scoring in that game. I feel like it's gonna be a pretty high scoring game.
And they're I don't know.
That Seahawks offense. I like Jordan Addison still.
I'd say Addison.
Mm-hmm.
I'd keep riding his train.
Because they're gonna have to throw the ball tonight.
Mm-hmm. And Kirk gets a bunch of yards. So
Butterfly says 4 more likes for 15. Let's go. Awesome. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. Butterfly says Cowboy, let's go.
She understands.
My goodness.
Woo!
You all right there? Oh, Wild
great.
Willie. Wild Willie says Cowboys win 31-3.
That's I'm not complaining.
I don't think it'll be a blowout because I think the Jets will be able to run the ball and control the clock a little bit. I do expect Dallas to win the game, but
I agree.
them Seahawks are looking good for the first week. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
JT says they send Gabe Davis on a razzle-dazzle every play because they know they're not going to throw to him anyways. Allen calls the play, then says, Gabe, you just run around out there and have fun.
That's probably what honestly happens.
It's probably true.
You would think he would be doing good as wide receiver 2 on a high-powered offense. Somehow still finds a way to not do good.
Well, what was funny was Whitehead of the Jets. I think going into week 1, I think he had 5 career interceptions.
He almost doubled it already.
And he three in week 1.
Dang.
Taylor says, follow up. If Eckler is announced out on Sunday, would you play Kelly or Gibbs?
No, I would do Gibbs still.
Gibbs.
He's definitely going to get a volume increase because they were only using him in week 1. Now he's eased in. He's ready to go. He's going to get a lot more of the share.
Agreed. And I even before anything, I have Gibbs projected at 13.5 points this week. So
yeah,
a nice matchup there.
He's definitely the receiving running back for sure at the 2,
mm-hmm.
And he looked really good overall. So
Washington and Denver, then Miami and New England.
Rip the Patriots this week.
As a Jets fan, I don't know who I would even root for in this game.
You got to vote
the
for
Patriots.
Can we go with a 0-0 tie in this one?
No, you got to go with the Patriots here
Why
because
would
Miami won.
I don't care.
And Patriots lost. You need Patriots to win so they get even out.
I don't care.
Because y'all are going to be about to be in 1-1. Everybody's going to be 1-1.
We're not going to be 1-1.
So you're going to beat the Cowboys?
We're going to be 1-0-1.
Y'all are not tying with us. No shot.
I honestly say, trying not to be biased here, but I'd say Mac Jones throws for 3 touchdowns again, but he might throw for 2 picks, maybe 290 yards, and the Patriots win by a field goal.
RC says, I got to go Miami here, but I'd like the Pats to win. Bernard says, either team, boo.
Patriots win.
Can I expect anything out of Moss?
With
this week, no.
Anthony Richardson at quarterback, he's a rushing quarterback. It's going to take away a lot from the running backs.
Well, Moss was out anyway, wasn't he?
I don't know.
I thought Moss did. I think Moss missed week 1.
I thought he did too. Might be wrong though.
Should I trade Stevenson for Brees?
Wow,
that's a good one.
Honestly, I probably would. Brees is looking at electric already again.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it was crazy.
Not only on the first drive did he rip off like a 30-yarder, but then that other drive he ripped off that 80-yarder. I'm like, he had 2 carries for like 112 yards or something.
It felt like that. Yeah. If it's possible, I would probably do that, honestly.
Yeah, I would probably do that as well. If you can get Brees for that deal. The Saints and Carolina.
Oh.
I expect the Saints to move to 2-0 here.
Is this game going to be a snooze fest, though?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. I don't think the Panthers are really going to do much.
Especially since it's on Monday night.
It's a tough defense, too.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, there's 2 Monday night games this week, right?
Yeah,
there's 2. Yeah, this is the second one.
I see the Browns winning this again.
I don't know why. I don't know. I did not see the game. I was watching the Steelers. I was doing the baseball game during the game, but I had the Steelers game on TV, so I didn't see the Cleveland game. So I don't know what happened with Cincinnati there. But
also with the Steelers, Deontay Johnson's out.
Oh,
and Freiermuth is questionable.
Yep, gotcha.
So, and also I forgot to tell you, John. Somebody in me and Sean's league dropped Deontay Johnson already. And I immediately put in waiver for him because he's not going to be out long.
No.
So that's going to be a nice pickup if I can get that.
Well, that's what somebody did in my fantasy baseball league earlier in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back over and look. We got another question coming in while I'm looking this up. Half PPR, need 2. Madison, Sanders, Dylan, assuming Jones won't play. Well, definitely Madison.
Jones doesn't play. Dylan. Honestly, if Jones still plays, I'd still consider Dylan as well. But it's just tough with the Panthers.
Early in the year, even though I drafted Trey Turner in fantasy baseball, early in the year somebody dropped Seager when he first got hurt.
Oh my God.
So, but in my draft, I also picked Harper. So I had Harper in my IL spot, but I still picked up Seager and let him sit on the bench even though he was hurt. And now I have both Turner and Seager.
God, what an idiot.
Oh man, but definitely let's get back to this one, guys. I'm sorry. We definitely go Madison tonight. But then we're saying Dylan if Jones is out.
I'd say so.
So let's go back to tonight's game. We got Minnesota and Philadelphia. Minnesota could go to 0-2 on the year. I called this on Sunday. I picked Tampa Bay to win that game, and then I said Minnesota will start 0-2. So I'm going to stick with that pick, guys. I'm going Philadelphia tonight, 31-17. Cam, what do you say?
I do think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. I think like I said earlier, the Eagles defense is a little banged up already. Vikings defense is just not good. Oh man, it's tough because honestly the Eagles did not look really the greatest last week against the Patriots, but the Patriots don't have a horrible defense. I am still, sadly, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going with the Eagles, and we're going to go with 31-24. I think it's going to be a little bit closer game.
31-24. And Thomas, what do you say?
Well, if I remember correctly, last year, same time, week 2, Eagles won 24-7. But once again, I'm going higher up. I'd probably say Eagles win 35-10.
Oh, higher up. So
Actually,
we had a question if it was going over 48.5, and Cam, you're the only one that has it going over that 48.5 mark.
I can see it. Like I keep saying it. The Eagles defense is a little banged up. I can totally see it.
RC says Eagles 36, Vikings 20. We never really play well against the Eagles. Seldomly do we. So, and for fantasy purposes, I do have Jalen Hurts with just under 28 points tonight. The number 1 ranked quarterback on the week with Cousins, the 11th ranked quarterback. At running back, really the only guy I like tonight is Madison. In any fantasy league, I have him as the 15th running back overall. Justin Jefferson, I also have as the number 1 wide receiver this week. A.J. Brown, the 11th overall receiver, and Devontae Smith. Where actually in my projections, I have Addison at 45. But after taking some questions tonight, probably goes higher than 10 points tonight. Let's see here. But probably after that, Osborne, Watkins. Probably none of these guys are getting. There's Thomas' favorite player, N'Keal Harry.
my favorite wide receiver.
Bernard saying Eagles all the way. Let's go. This will be our last question of the night, guys. Oh, no, never mind. Then we have one more. Super C will be our last question. But for my flex, Madison or Pittman? Oh, I'm going Madison tonight.
Madison.
I think it's closer than what y'all probably say, but I'd still go Madison.
Yeah. Yeah. How about the Mets today? I saw they won 11-1, but I didn't see how they won. So they took 3 out of 4 from Arizona, who's fighting for a wild card spot.
The Mets going to make the playoffs? Confirmed?
No. All right. Last fantasy question of the night, boys. Broncos, Browns, or Giants defense this week?
I like the Broncos. I definitely don't do the Browns. because they're playing the Bengals. The Bengals might come back. Giants defense won't be bad either.
The Browns are playing Pittsburgh this week.
Oh, Pittsburgh, my bad. Oh, okay. Duh. Oh, yeah, they played them last week. I'm an idiot.
And with Freiermuth and Johnson being out.
Oh, man, honestly, any of these could be a good start this week.
Let me see where I actually have these three defenses rated.
Yeah,
Me personally, I'm going Broncos.
I have the Broncos 3rd overall this week.
Yeah.
With the Giants right behind them.
Browns not even super far behind them. Only 0.2 behind.
Right.
So they're all within 0.3 of each other. But yeah.
So you really can't go wrong with any of them, really.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going off of week 1 stats, Washington gave up a ton of points on defense. Who they play? Arizona?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Denver definitely has a much better defense than Arizona does. Bless you.
Gracias.
So, guys, thank you so much for hopping in with us tonight, answering a bunch of questions. We got 12 likes on the stream. Thank you all so much for hitting that thumbs up. We do appreciate it. 28 votes in the poll, 61% said they won week 1. 39% said they lost week 1. So, Super CNC says, "All right, I appreciate it. We appreciate you coming back. You came on Sunday when I was doing the start questions. Butterfly says 3 more for 15. Looks like we'll fall short of that, Butterfly, but we will be back in a couple minutes here, about 10, 15 minutes, covering the Thursday night game. So we hope to see you all back and see you in a few.